everybody. It's the grand scheme of crypto. First and foremost, I am not a financial advisor, and nothing said here is financial advice. Didn't have to give that disclaimer as we're just covering some quick NFT news, but you know, it's in habit. So, how opportunists snagged more than 1 million in NFTs, $1 million for a mere thousands. Let's get right into it. I hope everybody's having a great day. Peace and God bless. So buyers used a loophole on the OpenSea platform to purchase digital assets at hidden below market prices. All right. So a standard rule of shopping is that when prices go up, you have to pay the newer, higher rate, not the older, lower one. But what if the older price is still available and you know where to look? So opportunists pretty much managed to buy more than $1 million in non-fungible tokens or NFTs from OpenSea, the largest marketplace or market for such digital assets, at older, significantly lower prices by exploiting a bug in how the platform managed active listings. So before we continue down this article, pretty much what happened was that owners of said NFTs never canceled their previous listings for their NFTs. They simply transferred the NFTs to another wallet. Okay, and we'll get more into the specifics on that as we continue to read. But that's pretty much the gist of it. All right. So attackers exploited users who had transferred their previously listed NFTs to other wallets without having canceled the listings. So the bug gave its exploiters the ability to buy those NFTs on the cheap at their earlier listed price and then sell them at a much higher current market rates. So, and this was all found out by Elliptic, the analytics company who identified the anomalous transactions. Okay, and here's the chief scientist and the founder of Elliptic, Tom Robinson, said that it's a bit like being on eBay and listing something for sale. If you want to increase the price of this, you wouldn't create a new listing and leave the old one going. You'd replace that listing. But the problem here is that people weren't canceling their old listings, because in order to cancel your listing on OpenSea, you have to do it on the blockchain. Every transaction, everything that is done is recorded on the blockchain. So you have to pay gas fees in this particular case on Ethereum. And people, for simply canceling a listing, you're not going to want to just, pay gas, however much it may be, hundreds of dollars, or maybe, a few hundreds of dollars just to cancel your listing. You know what I mean? And so people were pretty much just transferring their NFTs over to different wallets. And then when they transferred their NFTs back to the old wallet, users were then able to, or opportunists were then able to go ahead and snag those NFTs right up for those older listing prices. So, I mean, these are some extremely smart and patient people. I mean, really. So there's really nobody, in my opinion, there's really no one to blame here. Not OpenSea, not the opportunist, in my opinion, because everybody has a responsibility as an individual. And, and people might get mad at me for saying this. I don't care. But we all have a responsibility as an individual. And so you claim like, oh, my NFTs is my money, blah, blah, blah. If you're the owner of the said NFT, it's your responsibility to know how the blockchain works. It's your responsibility to know that if, you don't cancel a listing, and you transfer it back to the old wallet, it's nobody's fault but your own. It's not OpenSea's fault that you didn't know how it all worked in the grand scheme of things. And and I had to throw that in there, but in the grand scheme of things, it's nobody's fault that you didn't know how it all worked. And that's why education and understanding in this technology is important. We still have people who don't even really know about information technology, who don't even use computers or mobile phones, which are mobile computers. So it's we're just way behind as far as education in and on technology, and that's why things like this happen. That's why there are so many exploits. That's why there are so many malicious hackers and attackers pretty much doing what they do, and there's really no one to blame but the lack of individual responsibility to learn about this stuff while we use it. So sorry about my little rant there, just had to get that out the way. But let's continue. So NFT, as I just said, NFT users tend to have multiple wallets, and so to circumvent the fees, Robinson believes some users may have simply been transferring their NFTs to a different one. So, but if they transfer the NFTs back into the original wallet, that original listing and its previous sale price becomes viable and can be used by buyers. So it's really, it's fair game, and you can't be mad at. There's a user down here who they have his handle who used the loophole. A spokesperson for the platform told Bloomberg the issue arises because OpenSea cannot cancel listings on behalf of users. See, look, it's all because of the blockchain. Instead, users must cancel their own listings. So we can't scream, decentralization, decentralization, decentralization. And then, like OpenSea just said, they can't cancel the listings for you. You have to cancel it. So we scream decentralization. And then now when something like this happens, it's like, oh, OpenSea should have had better security. It's like, no, bro. Calm down, like, come on. And that's, and I don't have a problem with that, but it's like, come on, you have a lot of big babies in, the crypto community. You're getting all of this money already. Like, come on, bro. Be responsible, and, don't cry and whine when something like this happens, because it's your responsibility. So sorry, but, I had to say my piece. So the loophole demonstrates the extent to, and all this also goes into this next line here, this next paragraph. The loophole demonstrates the extent to which the user experience decisions made by the biggest platforms in crypto can lead to expensive mistakes by even their most sophisticated and wealthy customers. Now, so I mean, it just that says it all. So this was a user experience decision made by OpenSea. And I mean, it's pretty much how the blockchain works. If they were able to cancel listings on behalf of users, nobody can foresee somebody taking advantage of a loophole like this. Nobody foresaw this coming. If OpenSea did, I'm quite sure they would have implemented this already. But it takes for things like this to happen for OpenSea to say, okay, what can we do so this doesn't happen next time? Maybe they will make a change like that. But like I said before, don't scream decentralization and then, cry and whine when something happens and it's pretty much, it was all your responsibility. So that's the only thing I'm saying. And according to OpenSea said it was implementing a number of interface changes to make users more aware of all of their listings to reduce the likelihood of these hidden sales. So it's all about you as a user being aware, which is what I've just said, in my rant. According to OpenSea data analyzed by Bloomberg News, user JPEG Degen Love made at least 340 ETH, about $800,000 at current prices, in just a matter of hours by exploiting the OpenSea bug and selling at least 5 NFTs, 3 of which were from the Bored Ape Yacht Club collection. Assets in several collections were affected, including Coolcats, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and Cyberkongs. The user behind JPEG Degen Love bought one Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT for 0.77 ETH and sold it for 84.2 ETH. Oh my gosh! The gains, according to OpenSea data. They also bought a Coolcat for 3 ETH from a wallet named Mario and then sold it for 10.99 ETH, according to data on OpenSea. The user behind the Mario wallet told Bloomberg News that he realized his NFT had been unwittingly sold when he woke up to texts from people asking him why he had sold his Coolcat for 3 ETH when the floor price for that collection was about 12 ETH. The user said he manages several wallets and had transferred the NFT in question back to an old account a few days ago. He insisted that OpenSea still showed the correct market price of the NFT and suspects that the exploiter must have dug up a 6-month-old price of the listing through the NFT's contract. Well, like I said before, it's all fair game. At least he did his research and he knows, pretty much what they did, but it's all fair game and it's pretty much all, you know what I mean? You should have canceled that listing. You know what I mean?